nice big piece of jarrah. Doesn't seem to quite be ready to give its bark up. I'll make this nice and big to start with. Good morning. So these are jobs you have to do in the cool of the day. Today it's going to reach 38 degrees, so it's currently 19. I just want to clear this debris away so as there is a clear run from the driveway through to the hose, so as there's no trip hazards. So here I go. Well, that's about as far as I need to go with this. I've got to go and have a drink. I'm absolutely dry. Now I'm going to have to grab the wheelbarrow, pick all these piles up, and then deposit them somewhere. I'll bring you back when I've finished. Before that, I will show you the whole reasoning for this. So we need a clear path with no trip hazards from the drive all the way along here to the tap. And all this work for that one little plant there. So hi guys, so that's the gardening sorted out. The pathway is a trip hazard now. I mean, not a trip hazard now. So now what I want to do is I want to make a big faced wood spirit in this. It's a nice big piece of jarrah. I want to make a couple of door stops. So I figured this would look really good. First of all, I've got to take the bark off. I'm not sure that I'm going to get the bark off of this, but let's give it a go. I may very well have to get a different bit of wood because I've got a feeling I'm not going to get the bark off of this. So I've got nearly all of it off, but there are like two layers. They've got this outer layer of bark that you see on the trees. Then if you look, there's this fibrous sort of layer. That's got to come off as well to get it down to here. That's stuck on like shit to a blanket. And I'm very conscious of where I'm putting this arm because if I slip, I do not want to slash my wrist. And it doesn't seem to quite be ready to give its bark up. Maybe I need a hammer, and maybe I need to put this in the vise because I've got better control over it. So let's try that. Okay, so I've put it in here. Got a hammer and my chisel. And let's see how I go. With this piece I thought it might be easier to do it so as it's solid, and I haven't got to keep playing with it because the face is just going to be literally here. So I am going to have a go. I've moved my Dremel so as it's a bit closer. Face mask first. Eye protectors. Ear defenders. So note to self, when you're going to use this, move your card backwards. Okay, so here we are. Let me mark where I'm going to carve first. A big, round face. Okay, well, one thing's for certain is this cut saw flame burr is not man enough for this wood. So I'm going to go for one of my double cut burrs. These are those Chinese burrs that I use. They're double cut burrs. So I've got some single cut burrs which were recommended to me on their way, but I haven't got them yet. So let's see how this burr works. Okay. So, you just stand it up. It's not finished. I think it's finished. I know that it's not. So, there it is. Okay. So I've come to the conclusion that the cut-saw burrs aren't any good for when the wood is this hard. So I've still got to go a lot deeper. So all of this wood is going to come away. The nose is a nice size, but I'm going to make it even bigger than that. I want big, round, chubby cheeks. And I think that's going to make... I don't think the mouth is going to end up like that. I don't like that mouth at all. But I'll try and do something with the top of this. I don't want that square. But I think that's going to be an awesome doorstop. So that's the end of part 1. See you in part 2. If you liked my little video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you wish. It does help the channel to be seen by more people. Until then, happy carving!